We're on this 21-day of prayer journey, and today is day 7. The focus of this week has been on caring for your soul. These past few days, we've asked God to teach me and lead me, to search me, to help me, to forgive me. And today, we're going to pray a Define Me prayer. For many of us, our identity, the way that we define ourselves, it's based on what we do. Think about the first question we ask people when we meet them, or what they ask you. You know, they always say, well, what do you do? It's partly because we don't know what else to say. But we equate what we do with who we are. This is always awkward for me because when I tell people that I'm a pastor, it shuts down the conversation. They don't know what to say after that. For King David, he was a shepherd. He was a giant killer. He was the king of Israel, but it was his relationship with God that defined him. Look what he writes in Psalm 8. He said, Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory in the heavens. Through the praise of children and infants, you have established a stronghold against your enemies, to silence the foe and the avenger. When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have set in place, what is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them. David talks how God put the moon and stars in place with the work of his fingers, that God is so big, but He cares for you and me. God defines who you are. You are who God says you are, which you're loved. Maybe you haven't worked in 5 months and you don't feel great about yourself right now. Just remember this, the Creator of the universe cares for you. Your identity is found in Him. He is mindful of every part of you. Today, I want to encourage you just to read the entire chapter of Psalm chapter 8 and begin to pray that prayer that God would define you by who He is. And I also want to ask that you please pray for the crossing as we are showing the love of Jesus to our valley. I love you. I'm praying for you, and I will see you back here tomorrow.